Okay, so I want to do, like, I love that it's, like, basically the last video in my my replays. I guess it's not the last video, but I was trying to play, I have a quest for win with Dark Domain, and there's not a lot of Dark Domain cards. It's like Sea Dog and Cultist and Banshee, and that's pretty much it. And my Cultist is, like, the best of those three, and it's a level 11. It's not great. I can't win against most things, and I would like to showcase how, so I did my tier list video, and I feel like a lot of people may have taken offense to the idea, and, like, nobody said anything, but I feel like, there are people out there that might have taken offense to the fact that I said that Shaman, is, like, an F tier card. I don't necessarily know if it was in an F tier, like, if I had a legendary F tier, but it was in the last tier in terms of tiers. I think that, for the most part, I don't think that toxic decks work. There is a specific toxic deck, but even that toxic deck has been nerfed because Sea Dog got nerfed, and that was one of the main reasons for that deck existing. And when you go to worldwide battles, like, there's not a lot of that specific deck. The Necromancer, Sea Dog, Frost. I think they might run Witch. I don't know. But that specific deck. And that specific deck, I feel like it's good because, unlike Shaman, where you can, like, react to it, or, you know, like, because you have 5 seconds, that deck, you can't react to it. Like, when your unit gets frosted, it's automatically frosted. When you get snowflaked and it gets frosted, it automatically gets frosted. When you get sea dogged, it automatically gets. Of course, there always has to be no amount of sirens when I'm just sitting here for 5 hours. But as soon as I decide to do a video, there's a siren. There's whenever you get sea dogged, you automatically get frozen. And so I placed Shaman incredibly low because I think that it only does so much. And so here's me running a Cultist Shaman deck with Harbinger of the Abyss. I'm just going full toxic because my Cultist deck is not good, and I have to win 3 battles with a Dark Faction unit. And I think I don't need to win. Maybe the thing is I don't need to win. I have to have a Dark Faction unit, and a Harley Quinn is a Dark Faction unit. But maybe this is my own challenge to myself. I'm just trying to win anything with this Cultist deck. Because another thing that a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people love to say is that Cultist is one of the best cards. And I don't have a good Cultist. I have a level 11 Cultist, and obviously at 13 and then at 15 you're getting double talent, and you're getting all of the bonuses based on attack for a 13 and 15, and that is increasing its damage like an immense degree. But I'm trying to run a toxic deck. I'm not very high in the rankings. I'm playing against Rogue, who doesn't even have the bomb, the Vigor Bomb. It's the one that's not Vigor Bomb. The one that's not Vigor Bomb is the one that gives protection. So he's not even running that. He's not even running Mermaid. And so the only amount of protection that he has is his Night Statues. Night Statues that have the barrier. So essentially, if I ever hit a Night Statue, it's an automatic freebie to him. And this is what I'm saying. Like, this is the exact reason why I don't think Shaman is good. It's this entire battle. This is the entire reason why I would place it very low. He's not running a lot of protection other than barrier. And beyond that, he has the ability to merge things out. I have the ability to hit a Dryad that he can obviously use. I can hit a Rogue that he doesn't care about. And even if I do hit a Shinobi, like, once you get to, like, level 4, level 5 Shinobi, like, why would you care about if it goes back down to 3, right? you can just level it back up to 4, and you can still probably beat me with a level 4. But I'm also running Harbinger of the Abyss, right? So I should be like downgrading his field with Harbinger of the Abyss as well. And this match does not go well for me. I lose this match, and it's not even kind of close. He starts spamming. He was spamming laughing emojis the entire like last boss round when I was gonna obviously die, and he just decided to laugh emoji me the whole time because he just beat me with a rogue deck, and presumably he has much less crit. I mean, I guess he has reasonable equipment. He has a counterspell. He has a counterspell on light and techno. What's rogue? Is rogue techno? I don't think it's light. I have no idea what rogue is. There's nothing else in his deck that's light or techno, and I can't remember what rogue is. Let me know in the comments. And then I'll know afterwards. I mean, I could know like right after this. Shinobi is just really good. Like, and he lucks into a large quantity of Shinobis. Or a large enough quantity of Shinobis. You don't even need a lot. He doesn't even have a high level Reaper either, so he's not even taking full advantage of like the immense like power of Reaper. But yeah, I super die to this, and it's not even close. And this is the exact reason why I don't think that Shaman is good. I feel like right here, I hit a Shinobi. That's the best I can do. Hitting a Shinobi is the best I can do with this deck. And it hits it, doesn't even matter. I feel like I reasonably get a number of Harbinger of the Abysses as well. Right here I tried to set up, I tried a full board setup. Because if you can full board setup and keep rolling, you can do a lot of damage. You can, like, if you're sending like 3, it's pretty good. Right there, I just hit a Night Statue with Barrier, so that was a useless thing. There are so many useless things that you can hit with a Shaman, and you're utilizing so many. Right there, I just hit like a regular Rogue. He doesn't even care. And actually, he just merged it away and got a Dryad, which is probably even more important. And so it essentially did nothing. So every single time I'm trying to Shaman, I'm utilizing 2 summon-ins in order to Shaman one thing. Right there. That's like the best thing that I could have possibly have hit. And all we had to do was just Dryad it. And then he still has it. And he still has infinite Dryads. He still has infinite everything. I've basically done nothing to his field. And that's how I feel every single time I ever play Shaman. And like a full, like toxic kind of deck with Snowflake and Harbinger of the Abyss and Shaman. And every single time I ever play it, I never feel like I'm doing anything. Like I just hit, again, it was an amazing hit. I hit an actual Shinobi. It went from 5 to 4, and it doesn't matter. Like, and this isn't a good deck, and this is also a deck with basically no protection. He doesn't have Mermaid. His units don't have. He's not like getting counterspell hits. This is the most basic version of a deck that, if you were running Shaman, it should do the most too. Because he basically has no protection. I'm gonna speed through this because you already know the punchline to the end of this story. I die. I'll go to like here. That sounds about right. I have to build up my field because since I'm running Harbinger of the Abyss, I'm not getting any damage boosts. And because I'm running Shaman, I don't have a support card that is also giving me a damage boost. So I reasonably get level 5 centers. I'm at the Harbingers. I have like Harbingers in the center because I've done enough things. I have counter spells, and I'm also running the the cleansing sacrifice, so that I could run Snowflake as opposed to running Mermaid with this. I'm attempting, I think I upgrade, yeah, I use the Shaman there. It hits a Dryad that he's completely fine with. I feel like I have a reasonable amount of power on the board, and I'm just losing. And again, it's not even close. I can Snowflake the board, but I'm definitely losing the damage race. I have like 5s and 4s. I have 4,000 crit. This is also a video to showcase the idea that, like, when I post things like, oh, look at me, and I beat this deck, and isn't that crazy, even though I use this dumb deck, I feel like that's, when I use like an Archer deck or something and I beat a Demon Hunter deck, I feel like that's still impressive, because here I am using a level 11 Cultist against a level 15 Rogue, and I can't win. And the reason why I put Shaman so low is because I don't feel like it ever matters. Because this is my experience using Shaman. It's having to summon in 2 things to do seemingly nothing. Right there. I tried to like I tried to Shaman, and it was gonna hit a Reaper, and he just merged it out. Like, it didn't matter. And every time you put Shaman in your deck, you're sacrificing. Right there, I hit a Night Statue that was at level 3, and now it's at level 2. This is basically where he started spam emojing the laughing guy, and I super die. Having to run Shaman, it doesn't let you. That means you're sacrificing something that could be giving you more power. Me not running Harbinger of Evil means that I'm also sacrificing more power. So if your Harbinger of the Abyss and if your Shamans aren't shamaning them down, then you're not doing anything. And this gets even worse when they're playing Light Inquisitor, when they're playing Dark Inquisitor, when they're playing Blooming Dash Blade Dancer. Like, this gets much worse when they're playing Mermaid, right? And this is like the best this is like the best case scenario that it could be. Like, somebody who's not running Mermaid, somebody who's not running a legendary with a cleanse ability. And is it a Technogen? Yeah, he wasn't even able to use his counterspells. He has a counterspell and he couldn't even use it because he has nothing. He's not on faction. And so, yeah, he was able to just not care about every Shaman and Harbinger of the Abyss token that I sent him. It just didn't matter. Shaman is terrible, except for when it's not. Except for when it's not terrible. This is also what I want to showcase in this video. So this is me running, again, Cultist, because I'm insane. And I'm running the opposite version. I'm running Great Ritual, I'm running Harbinger of Evil, I'm running Mermaid, I'm running full package, like, protection. And I just get shamaned so much. I want you to count. I'm gonna not talk for the rest of this video so that you can fully concentrate. I want you to count how many shamans he sends me. Go ahead.